just to let everybody know, the JV game's going a little longer. We should be getting to our pregame here in about 10 minutes or so.
This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good evening and welcome to Terry Gregg Court in the Shelton High School Mini Dome. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, opens the 2025-2026 high school basketball season with a non-conference boys matchup between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Olympic Trojans. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
It's great to be here.
It is great to see you, Jerry. Last season, Shelton finished 4-16 with a relatively inexperienced Highclimber squad. Enough said about that. Olympic was 12-12 on the season a season ago. The Trojans finished 5th in the Olympic League and made the District 3 tournament, winning their first postseason game, but falling in the next two. The last time these teams played was almost a year ago, on December 3rd, 2024. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. In that game in Silverdale, Olympic beat Shelton 58-46. Since 2006, the Highclimbers and Trojans have played 7 times. Olympic has won 4 of those games. Prior to last year's game, Shelton had a 2-game win streak over the Trojans. I don't know if that matters to anything at this point. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Jerry will get you the starting lineups. And, of course, the tip-off. It's the opening game of the 2025-2026 boys high school basketball season with the Olympic Trojans at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And we're back here in the mini dome. Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple at the top of the dome. I guess we could call that. Opposite the scorer's table. I guess the home section, I don't know. What would you call this side, really?
Well, I would call this the
student section.
Student section, okay. And basically Shelton section.
Okay. Although there's a lot of Highclimber fans on the other side as well, especially parents. We always like to see the parents over here. attending games.
Yes.
Anyways,
Pretty good crowd.
Pretty good crowd for an opening game. No band tonight. That probably won't start until next, in January, likely. Maybe we'll have it against that North Mason game. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of interesting.
It's always fun to have the band.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll be well. I did have a conversation with Sam Krieger, the Highclimbers head guy. Coach Krieger, another year of Highclimber basketball. Seen you guys against on that jamboree the other day, but put that aside for a moment. Let me ask you about your team this year. Who do you have coming back?
We have Jeremy Myers, Trevor Gott, Braden Phipps, Sam Parsons, Mason Guard, Cesar Cepeda, Billy Cunningham. I forget anybody? I think that's all. Bennett Henry's returned. Right. He didn't play last year, but he played the year before, 2 years before that in the program, so he's returned. I think that about wraps it, yeah.
Well, speaking of Bennett, his younger brother starting for you tonight.
Yeah, Fletcher. Fletcher's talented. He's been playing real well, and we got Billy's out for a couple games with ankle injury. So Fletcher's ready to step up, and he's proven himself in practice and down at the jamboree, and he's ready to go, I think.
Let's talk about that jamboree. I watched you two. You can't call them games, 10-minute sessions. What did you take away from that?
I liked how we came ready to compete right off the get. We moved the ball well, made shots. But mostly at this point, I want to make sure we're competing and we're intense with that competition level that we're at. Because it's hard to win games if you're slow, moving around the floor, don't have the desire to win. So I just want to see us come out and play hard.
What do you expect out of Olympic tonight?
I don't know. They have kind of a new faces too. We played them the last 2 years, and those are kind of similar guys, but some of those guys have gone on. I expect to play man, and they'll try to attack us on the dribble drive and with the pick and roll.
Anything different this year for your team, or same old, same old?
No, you'll see. Well, we haven't done in a while is two kind of post players or two big post players at the same time. You'll see that. When Billy comes back, eventually he and Mason will be in there at the same time starting. So it'll be a little bit different look on offense because of that. We'll be a little bit bigger.
Especially when you have a couple of Henrys in there.
Yeah, the Henrys are big too. Yeah, they got muscles.
All right, I'm not going to get into the complicated stuff. It's still the first game. Go to it.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Forgot to get a graphic going for that. We'll get that for the next game. Either way, Jerry, interesting. We talked about that last year, putting the two bigs together on the floor. And
Great idea.
oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had you muted. Go ahead. Say that again.
I think it's a great idea to have the two in there as much as possible. I think it just gives them a lot more variety, a lot more options.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Not tonight, though, Billy Sylvester, although he did warm up. He is warming up now.
He's
got a high ankle sprain, not quite ready to go. Probably the next game, which
they said next week for sure.
Oh, next week for sure. Okay. Yeah. That's all. It's all fun stuff. We do look forward to very exciting basketball season for both the boys and the girls. We'll see the girls tomorrow night. Yeah, that's you got the sisters coming back playing. That'll be fun. The supporting cast is pretty much the same. A couple of new faces, but we'll get into that tomorrow. We're talking about boys tonight. Olympic, they're new faces for them. So we'll see what happens tonight. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back. Jerry's going to give you the starters. It's all coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. PUD3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked.
For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we are back here in the mini dome before just ahead of Olympic and Shelton. Little boys basketball action for you. Great to be back broadcasting after a couple of weeks off after football season. And Jerry, let's talk about the starters for both teams.
Okay, first for the visitors, Olympic Trojans under the direction of Coach Grayson McCormick. A 6-foot senior, number 4, Zach Eck. A 6'2 sophomore, number 10, Zephyr Brennan. A 6'1 senior, number 21, Donovan Weaver. A 5'8 freshman, number 31, Cooper Shelton. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Olympic Trojans is a 5'10 junior, number 44, Diari Bell. That's the Trojan lineup. And now for your home team, the Shelton Highclimbers under the direction of Coach Sam Krieger. A 5'9 junior, number 1, Jeremy Myers. A 6'2 junior, number 2, Sam Parsons. Number 4, a 6'1 junior, Braden Phipps. A 5'11 sophomore, number 3, Fletcher Henry. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Highclimbers is a 6'3 senior, number 21, Mason Guard. That's your Shelton Highclimber starting lineup.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. Look forward to having some Henrys out there
Yeah.
on the court. We were kind of missing a Henry last year on the basketball court. Had a lot of Henrys in football, though.
We did.
Yeah, and look forward to this. And the younger Henry is getting the starting nod tonight.
Yeah, a sophomore, good athlete, showed a lot of promise in football, and I'm sure he's going to do the same thing out here on the court.
The one thing I noticed, Jerry, and this is just my observation when I watched the Jamboree on Saturday, these guys are still, the guys that played football, they're still kind of in the football mode, which they like to bang bodies, and they got to get out of this. More of a finesse game. It's still a physical game, but it's more of a finesse game, and you can't really bowl somebody over on the basketball court. You can on the football field, but not on the basketball court. Just saying that could be an issue.
Did you see some charging fouls?
No, there wasn't any charging fouls, but I saw the strength of a couple of high climbers compared to who they were taking on. So,
okay.
that strength is going to be there, and I'm just throwing that out there. So we might have a little bit of physical play from time to time.
Shelton has a great powerlifting program.
Yeah. And some very strong athletes, and that's what the facility is all about anyway.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back for the tip-off. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, Olympic and Shelton. Boys basketball coming up.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're back here in the mini dome. Starting lineups being announced again. We'll remind everybody who that was. I'll do that, Jerry. Don't worry about it. Since I'm controlling things. Zach Eck, Zephyrin Brennan, Donovan Weaver, Cooper Shelton, and DeAndre Bell. That's the starting 5 for the Trojans. For the Highclimbers, it's Jeremy Myers, Sam Parsons, Braden Phipps, Mason Guard, and Fletcher Henry. Those are the starting 5 for the Highclimbers. Now, see the Trojans out there. They're in that dark gray outfit. Kind of looks kind of black on the screen there. They'll be in the black, and the Highclimbers will be in the white with the red numbers, letters, and trim. And they're getting announced. And I gotta show you that right there. Student bodies turned out tonight.
That is a great lineup of students.
Tunnel there, I guess you can call it. At the end of the tunnel, or in the lineup is
great tunnel. Yeah, long tunnel.
Long tunnel is Bennett Henry, wearing number 30, as now Sam Parsons is being announced here. We're going to take a quick timeout and be right back for the tip-off on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix. But vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Go ahead, Jerry, you had something to add.
I'd like to give a shout out to an individual that is starting tonight for the Highclimbers. Sure. He was named All-Conference Defense and Offense. Mason Guard.
Yeah, Mary number 21 tonight. Tipping it off, though, in the center circle is going to be Braden Phipps, and that's number 4, and number 10, Zephyrin Brennan. So we're ready to go get underway here. Just realized something, Jerry. This is a little tall, even for me. But gets over everybody's head and gives us a good view of the court. Here's the ball's up in the air, and the Highclimbers, well, the tip was knocked into the front court, and here come the Trojans. trying to put it up in kind of a short Zach Eck. He's fouled on the play, I believe. Is that on Parsons? I didn't. He flashed.
It looked like Parsons.
It was Parsons. Oh, actually, nope. It was
three.
Fletcher Henry with the first.
Ah.
And at the free throw line is Zach Eck. We'll remind everybody, for every free throw made during this ball game, along with 3-pointers, Mason Webb TV and Hood Canal Communications are going to donate funds, and that's the first $1 right there on that first made free throw by Zach Eck. Going to donate that to area food banks, and that's 2. So 2-0 here early. Olympic on top. Here come the Highclimbers. Jeremy Myers with the ball. Met right at midcourt. Going to dribble over to the far side. Stop and hand it off to Phipps. Phipps looking low for guard. Drives the foul line. Stops. Leave it in the center, and it'll go into backcourt and out of bounds. And that'll be a turnover straight away on the Highclimbers. The student body standing on the...
It is hard to see the numbers on Olympic.
Yeah, they're a little hard. It'll be inbounds in the backcourt to Shelton. Shelton with the ball, swinging over the far side. That's Eck. Eck bounce to the high post feed. And dribbling in and putting up a shot that rattled in. I believe it's going to be Weaver. Wait for him to turn around here. I can't see his number. Here's Myers crossing midcourt for the Highclimbers. Working that far side. Goes to the baseline, right to the hoop. Puts it up, in, and the foul. Was Donovan Weaver on that basket, by the way, Jerry, number 21. And to the free throw line is Jeremy Myers for +1. Foul went on Brennan, his first team foul on the Trojans. And here's Myers' free throw. Got it. 4-3 here early. Olympic with the lead in the ball. Here comes Shelton. Crossing midcourt with a pass to the far side to Eck. Eck dribbles up top. Finds Weaver, back to Eck. Eck between the circles, going to drive foul line. Go right down the lane, puts it off the glass, around and in. Zach Eck with 4 points early, and it's a 6-3 lead for the Trojans. Comes Jeremy Meyer crossing midcourt with the dribble. It's a screen from Fletcher Henry. Pick and roll, gets it over to Parsons. Parsons down to Henry. Fletcher draws 4 guys in black. He'll bounce it out to Parsons. Parsons goes baseline on the dribble. Goes right to the hoop, up and in. Sam Parsons with his first basket. And it's a 1-point lead for
Parsons.
Yes, for the Trojans, 6-5. Olympic with the ball. Here's Eck with it. To Weaver, over to Shelton. Shelton dribble, drives, had it poked away, but it's going to be a foul on Parsons. That's his first. Second team foul on Shelton. Actually, it didn't go on. I thought for sure it was on Parsons. It's got to be on Sam. He was the only guy there. A little discussion on who the foul's on. I'm leaving it with Sam Parsons, so. Sideline inbounds goes to Shelton. Shelton swings over far side. That's Donovan. He gets the ball back, takes a 3. Off the back of the iron, rebound in the middle of the paint. Turnaround jumper off the glass. That's Brennan with the rebound and the putback. He missed the shot, but drew the foul on the Highclimbers. They did officially give that foul, previous foul, to Sam Parsons, his first. This foul is on Sam Parsons. That's his second now. 3 team fouls on the Highclimbers. At the free throw line is Zephyrin Brennan. Hit the first one. He'll get another one. Trevor Gott chips into the ball game for the Highclimbers, replacing Sam Parsons, who has 2 early fouls for Shelton. Brennan with his second free throw. Missed it. Rebound goes to Mason Guard. And here comes Jeremy Myers. Jeremy met it to midcourt by Eck, I believe. One hands it up top to Phipps. Phipps for 3 at the top. That's off. Rebound goes to Shelton, and Shelton will bring the ball up for Olympic Trojans. Into the front court he goes. To Donovan up top to Eck. Back to Weaver, excuse me. High post feed and out to Eck. Eck avoids the defense, stepped by the defense of Phipps and draws Phipps on the foul. That's the 4th team foul on Shelton. And that will bring Zach Eck to the free throw line, where he's 2 for 2, and he has 4 points so far tonight. First free throw, short. He'll get another one. 7-5 is their score, 5.5 minutes, 5:31 actually to go here first quarter. Olympic with the lead, and the Trojans, Eck hits the second free throw, gives him 5 points. And Myers ends up double dribbling. And it's another turnover on the Highclimbers here early.
Yeah, second turnover for the Highclimbers.
Weaver will get it into Shelton in backcourt. Here come the Trojans. High post feed. Here's Weaver, fakes the 3, drives the foul line. Down the lane he goes, little runner, short rebound, poked out into the corner. Out of bounds, that should be Highclimber ball. And it is. What number is that? 23. Okay, Gabe Needham comes into the ball game for the Olympic Trojans. Shelton has the ball. Here's Jeremy Myers on the dribble. Hand it off to Phipps. Now to Mason Guard. One dribble, taking a lot of collisions there. Mason gets it back to Phipps. Phipps sort of drives baseline, had it knocked out of his hands out of bounds, and they'll say it goes off of the Highclimbers. That's another turnover here early. So Henry for Henry as Bennett Henry checks in for Fletcher Henry for the Shelton Highclimbers. Olympic Trojans have the ball. Shelton with the ball. Throws it up the court, stolen out of the air by Phipps. Phipps going 1-to-1, tried to dunk it, put it up short, missed it. Rebound goes to Gott, out it goes to Myers. Myers put it up short, and there's going to be a foul on the play. We saw a little bit of that showboating near in the warm-ups, Jerry, and it went and backfired on the Highclimbers on that dunk attempt. Trojan foul went on Brennan, his second team foul. At the free throw line is Jeremy Myers. He's 1 for 1. He's at 1 for 2. He's 3 points so far tonight. Connor Murphy checked onto the court for the Trojans. And the second free throw by Meyer goes in. Give him 4 points, and it's a 2-point lead for Olympic, 8-6. 4:35 to go here, first quarter. Weaver bounced it up top, swing it over to Shelton on the far side. He'll put one dribble, up top it goes to Weaver again. Back to Shelton, Giant drives baseline, runner over guard. Airballed it, and pick up the Highclimbers. Phipps with that rebound, and here's Myers. Myers finds Gott down low, up and in. Trevor Gott with his first basket of the ball game. And that ties it at 8.
Gott,
yes, Jerry. Here is Shelton. Shelton splits a double team, drives the foul line, kick it out to Eck. Eck fakes the dribble baseline, lob it over to Donovan Weaver. He'll drive in and hit the runner. Donovan Weaver with 4 points, and it's a 10-8 ball game with Olympic on top by 2. Shelton with the rock. Here's Jeremy Myers between the circles, gets a double screen. Swinging over the court in a corner, and a 3 on the way by Phipps, in and out. Rebound. Weaver tracks it down the far corner. They'll get it to Shelton, and Shelton quickly up the court. Gets the ball back. Nope. Gott with a pick going the other way. Trevor Gott stops, lays off the glass and in. 2 baskets back to back for Trevor Gott. And it's a 12-10 ball game. Is that right? Or is it 10-10?
10-10.
10-10, okay. Here's a quick pass to Eck, turnaround jumper just inside the foul line, missed it. Guard with the rebound for Shelton. Here's Jeremy Myers up the far sidelines. On the run are the Climbers. Over goes to Gott. Gott finds Guard. Mason drives down the side of the paint. Hooker on the run, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Eck for Olympic. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter, 10-10 ball game. Here's Shelton, one hands it over to a Weaver. Weaver drives baseline, lobs it up short, Phipps with the rebound. Get it to Myers. Myers Up it goes to Gott. Gott beyond the three-point arc, far side, gets it back to Myers. Myers holds the ball over his head. It's guarded by Shelton. He's trying to get by. Shelton finds Gott on the handoff on the far side. Up top it goes to Phipps. Fakes the three, drives down the lane. Little pass down to Mason Guard. Put it up and missed the shot. Got his own rebound. They're going to say a foul on the shot. So Mason Guard's heading to the free throw line.
That was a very nice pass there.
Gabe Needham has his first personal. That's the third team foul on Olympic Trojans. 4 on the Highclimbers. Mason Guard at the free throw line for the first 2. Missed the first one. He'll get another one. Here comes Sharky French replacing Jeremy Myers, and Cesar Zepeda Soto onto the court for Trevor Gott. But Mason Guard at the free throw line. Second free throw. In and out. Rebound. Phipps had it. Keeps it. One dribble. Turnaround jumper. Missed it. And Phipps will go to the free throw line. I believe it was Connor Murphy with the foul. That's the first on him. That is the fourth team foul on the Trojans. Phipps' first free throw. Nothing but net. We'll get one more. DeAndre Bell returns for Olympic. Second free throw by Phipps goes in. Give him 2 points, and it's a 2-point Highclimber lead at 12-10. Here's Shelton with the ball, crossing midcourt, throws it over near side, and Eck drives baseline, hooks the pass up top. Quick pass over to Shelton, working the far side. Cross court, it goes to Eck. He'll take the 3. Off the back of the iron, Sharky French with the rebound. Here comes Sharky out of the pack with that speed. He'll wisely turn around and set the play for the Highclimbers. Gonna blow by some defense. Lace it in the corner to Bennett Henry, up off a guy on his back, misses a shot. He'll take the free throws, however. Bennett Henry to the free throw line with 1:53 to go first quarter. Told you Sharky's a good point guard, Jerry. You saw his speed out of that pack. But Bennett Henry at the free throw line. First to 2 coming. The foul went on number 11, Connor Murphy, his second. That's the 5th team foul on the Trojans. Does mean the Highclimbers get 2 shots on any foul from here on out in the first quarter. And Henry hits the first one. Bennett does. He'll get another one. 13-10. Highclimbers with a 3-point lead here early. 1:53 to go first quarter. Bennett Henry's second free throw off the back of the iron. Rebound. Phipps popped it out, and here's Sharky kicking in the corner to Phipps. Phipps fakes the 3, drives side of the paint, puts one up, missed it. Ball tipped into the hands of Olympic. And here come the Trojans. Quickly up to Bell. Bell blew by the defense, hooks it on along the key, out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Zepeda Soto. It'll be Trojan ball. I would disagree with that call from up here, but I'm not right there on the play, Jerry. Yeah. It'll be baseline inbounds. Eck will trigger the play. Left of the backboard, throws it up top to Needham. Over goes to Shelton. He'll take a 3. Missed the shot. Rebound tapped up to the front. Shelton comes up with it over to Eck. Eck will take a 3 from that same spot and missed it. Rebound into the corner, saved inbounds, but Needham was on the line when he saved it inbounds. You can't see that line in this corner, Jerry. We got a student body standing on the deck there. Can't see anything in that corner. 1:20 to go here, first quarter. 3-point lead for the Highclimbers. Shelton has the ball. Here's Phipps on the far side. Gets it to Mason Guard, and we're going to have a foul on the little handoff pass. And that'll be a foul on the Trojans. I didn't see if the foul was on, Jerry.
It was either on number 10 or
23.
23. Okay.
Needham,
that's his second.
Needham comes up with his second personal, and that sends Braden Phipps back to the free throw line. Next free throw up and in. Here comes Fletcher Henry in for Mason Guard. And stepping onto the court is number 22, Terrence Johnson for the Trojans. Phipps' second free throw is short. Rebound goes to Bell. Here comes Johnson. Johnson stops between the circle over to Eck. Eck, a couple of dribbles up top. It goes to Needham. Down to the paint it goes. Deflected and stolen away. And here is Phipps with the ball. And Braden's going to run point here between the circles. Gets a screen from Fletcher Henry. And it's going to be an offensive foul on the Highclimbers. I believe they're going to call that on Fletcher Henry. Be his second. 46.7 seconds remain here in the first quarter. 4-point lead for Shelton, 14-10. Bell will swing it over to Weaver. Up top it goes to Needham. Near side to Johnson. Johnson back and forth on the dribble. Drives, splits the double team, took steps in the middle, and he get caught traveling with that ball. 35 seconds remain in the first.
5th turnover on Olympic. Shelton has 3 turnovers.
Here's Sharkey French with the ball. There's about a 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Sharkey on the dribbles. High post feed poked away, but Phipps comes back with it. Dribble over, leave it to Fletcher Henry on the baseline. Will dribble to the paint, and they say he traveled. Wow. 4-point lead for Shelton. Olympic takes the ball back.
No 3-pointers have been made yet in this game. Interesting.
Substitution here as Eck will return for Olympic, replacing Bell. Johnson with the ball in back court. Far side it goes. And this is Weaver. Bounce it to Needham. Back to Weaver. 6 seconds. He'll step back for 3. That was wildly missed. French comes up with it, and he'll launch a pass up, but not in time. That'll be 1 quarter. Shelton 14, Olympic 10 after 1. We'll be right back for the second quarter. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
And we start the second quarter with the Highclimbers getting the ball. Come out with Sharkey French, Mason Guard, Braden Phipps, Cepeda Soto, and Bennett Henry. Sharkey has the ball. On the dribble, guarded by Johnson, trying to get by. Gets it up top to Bennett Henry. Dribbles in, finds Soto on the baseline. Into a guard. Up top it goes to Phipps for 3 at the top, in and out. Rebound, a fight for it, and coming away with it is Olympic. And here comes Weaver with the ball. Over to Johnson. Johnson working the near sideline, cross court to Donovan Weaver. Handed off to Needham. Had it poked out of his hands and bounced it over to Weaver. Weaver skips along the 3-point arc, finds Eck. Eck fakes the 3 in the corner, steps out, puts it up short. Rebound goes to Bennett Henry. One hands it, gets it to Sharkey French. Sharkey crosses midcourt with the dribble, guarded by Johnson. Gets a screen from Phipps, lost the handle, ball goes to Phipps somehow. Up top it goes to Cepeda Soto. Caesar with the ball on the dribble, over to Henry. Henry for 3 at the elbow, no. Rebound, Weaver in traffic. Here come the Trojans. Weaver did a nice job letting the pack go by. Gets it to Johnson and set the play for the Trojans. Near side it goes to Needham, up top to Weaver. Down to the baseline, Eck, a little jumper there, short right into the hands of Bennett Henry. 6:30 to go in the half. Phipps with the ball near side. Beyond the three-point arc. Back up top it goes to Sharky French. Fakes one way, drives to the three-point arc, leaves it there for Henry. I'm sorry, that's Mason Guard. Nice little spin move out there. Fakes the handoff, is going to go drive around the defense. Up fakes once, nice up fake up and in. Mason Guard with his first basket of the ball game, first points. Johnson quickly up to Needham. Needham to the corner to Eck. Up top it goes to Weaver. One over to Eck. Eck dribbles in, hooks it back, almost stolen away by Phipps, and a fight for the ball and a foul on somebody.
This is the biggest lead for the Highclimbers, 16-10, 6-point lead.
Foul went on the Highclimbers. Braden Phipps, that's 2 on him. First team foul in the quarter. Substitutions is Shelton returns for the Trojans, and Brennan returns well for Olympic. Substitution as well for the Highclimbers. Gott returned. Here's Weaver between the circles over the far side, and Eck drives baseline. Cut off by Phipps, stolen away by Gott. Gott throws it to the runner on the sidelines, and it's Phipps, and he'll turn around and set the ball. Jeremy Myers back in the ball game now with the ball between the circles. Gets a screen on the far side. They're going to say an illegal screen. Wow. Illegal screen on Braden Phipps. That's his third personal. Second team foul. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. 16-10 is their score. Shelton with the lead. Olympic with the ball. Here's Weaver, far side, drawing Myers out. Over to Eck between the circles now. 3 on the way by Weaver. It's off Phipps with the rebound. Braden will bring it up. Leave it for Myers. 20 on that shot clock. Myers skipping along, drives right down the hole, missed the shot. Rebound, Henry up and in. Bennett Henry with a putback and 3 points. And it's an 8-point Climber lead. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Shelton with the ball between the circles over near side to Eck. Eck stops at the top, finds Weaver at the high post down to the baseline. And this is Brennan. Brennan tried to get a pass across the key, stolen away by the Highclimbers. Here comes Myers. Myers top of the key, behind the back dribble, pops for 3 at the foul line, in and out, rebound Weaver. Weaver will bring it up the far sidelines. Met there by Myers. I'll hand it off to Shelton. Shelton near side, and Eck with a 3, that's in. Braden Eck with his first 3. And it's a 5-point Highclimber lead. Here's Myers over the corner to Phipps, far side. Dribbles around, fade away into paint, missed it, rebound Weaver. Weaver skips across midcourt for the Olympic Trojans. Over to Eck. Eck dribbles up top, swinging it over to Shelton. Shelton fakes the pass into the corner. One hands it over to Eck. He'll take a 3 from the elbow. Hit it. Eck with his second 3 back-to-back in a 30-second timeout called by the Highclimbers. An 8-point lead evaporated quickly to 2. It's 18-6, 3:47 to go here in the first half. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, helps you know what the local government is doing with live video streams of meetings for the Mason County Commission, the Shelton School Board, the North Mason School Board, the Port of Allen Commission, and Mason County Fire District 12. Mason Web TV also covers the Shelton City Council, the Port of Shelton Commission, and select informational meetings from the League of Women Voters of Mason County, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, the Economic Development Council of Mason County, and the North Mason Community Voice. If you want to see what's going on, check out MasonWebTV.com daily.
I have Eck with 11 of the 16 points. Is that what you have?
Yes.
Okay. 11 of the 16 for the Olympic Trojans.
Sorry, I got to get used to the basketball score sheet now, and I'm
I
really
know.
behind.
Same
It's
thing here.
different, you know. Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. 2-point lead for Shelton. 3:47 to go in the first half. It's 18-16. Gott will inbounds it to Myers in backcourt. Working with guard Bennett Henry, and it is now Sam Parsons on the court. Here's Gott, quick pass down to guard. Mason, good footwork, splits the double team, puts it up. Missed that shot, but they're going to get a foul. Mason Guard back to the free throw line. So, you know, Jerry, the patience, we've talked about his footwork. There's how it works. We showed it off, and his patience of Mason Guard.
And he's so strong.
He is very strong.
He's just strong.
He's got 2 shots coming. The foul actually went on Eck. That is, they say 3 on him. I don't have him with 1, but
I have him with the first foul.
Yeah, that's his first foul. There's the first free throw for a guard. It's a little too hard off the back of the iron. He'll get another one.
Guard has 2 points so far.
Checking into the ball game was Connor Murphy for Olympic Trojans. Here's the second free throw for Mason Guard. Missed that one wildly, and that's going to be a rebound by Murphy. Here's Shelton with the ball for Olympic Trojans in backcourt. His team trailing by 2. Weaver with it, gets a screen from Needham. Going to drive to the foul line. A little runner missed it. Guard with a rebound. Gets it out to Parsons. Sam crosses midcourt, 3-point arc, down to the box. Bumps body, stops to leave a no-look pass for Guard. Guard, out it goes to Henry. Bennett for 3. In and out. And a rebound. Guard stole it away. Mason one dribble, up fakes, threw a body on him. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. And back to the free throw line is Mason Guard. That'll be on Connor Murphy, his 3rd. Second team foul on Olympic here in the second quarter. Mason Guard back to the free throw line. He has yet to make a free throw in 4 attempts. This will be his 5th.
He's going to prove you wrong.
Just saying, he's yet to make one.
Oh.
Yeah, missed it. You did the broadcaster, Jim.
He's got 1 more attempt.
3 minutes, 1 second to go in the first half. Shelton 18, Olympic 16. And Mason Guard's at the free throw line for the Highclimbers as Bell returns for Olympic. Guard gets that ball, spins it a couple times. Here's his second free throw. Just missed it. Rebound. Bell knocked it out of bounds. I'll say it's Highclimber ball. Baseline inbounds. Left of the backboard. Gott will trigger the play. Guard goes in the far corner. Myers in the near corner. On the boxes is Henry and Parsons. Inbound goes to Parsons. Dribbles it around and passes it down to Guard. Guard backs down the defender. Puts it up and in. 4 points for Mason Guard, and it's a 4-point Shelton lead. Olympic with the ball. Shelton with it. Over goes to Weaver. Up top to Eck. Got all over that play. Now goes to Needham. Into the corner it goes to Shelton. Shelton trying to find some room to drive. He'll dribble up top, find Needham. Over to Weaver. 9 on the shot clock for the Trojans. Weaver on the dribble up top. Trying to spread it out. 4 to shoot now. He'll get by the defense, throw it over. Here's a 3 on the way by Eck at the buzzer off the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Eck. Eck hops to the side of the paint, puts it up, missed it. Got his own rebound, puts it back. Nope. Rebound goes to Bell. And now coming up with it is going to be Parsons for Shelton. Boy, oh boy. It's like there was some sort of cap on that basket for the Trojans there. Yeah. Here is Jeremy Myers with the ball, guarded by Shelton. And here is a 3 at the top by Parsons off the front of the arm. Rebound goes to Mason Guard. He's going to back down Weaver. He's going to stop. Some help and gets to Parsons. Parsons dribbles around the defense, steps back for 3. Nope, he took steps.
And that's the 6th turnover on the Highclimbers compared to 7 for Olympic Trojans.
The Olympic ball with 1:45 to go here in the first half. Shelton 20. Olympic 16. Trojans had the ball. There's the freshman with the ball. Cooper Shelton. Near side to Eck. Eck spins away from Parsons' defense, throws it over to Needham. Needham drives baseline, ran into a wall as Mason Guard draws the foul. And that'll be a turnover and a foul on Eck. That'll be his third turnover, or third personal foul. And the turnover will be 8 turnovers. I'm marking boxes in my sheet there, Jerry, and I'm saying the wrong things. Marking the right box, but saying the wrong thing.
Hey, this is the first game. We're out having fun.
Yeah, so that's why we do it, right? 1:29 to go in the ball game, or in the first half in the ball game. Boy, oh boy, it's not that far yet. We're in the second quarter. Here is Bennett Henry beyond the three-point arc, puts it on the floor, hands it off to Myers. And we have a foul on the pass off there. I think they're going to get, they're going to get Eck with his third personal.
That was a nice pass by Jeremy Myers.
That was an excellent pass. Here's a lob to Bennett Henry. He's over to Parsons. Down it goes to Mason Guard. He's just going to try and muscle his way up. He's going to jump ball called. And that will be a turnover on that one. Mason Guard said, my bad, when he came back. He just didn't go up with enough strength on that one, but there's still a lot of strength.
Yeah.
A lot of force there.
But he has drawn a lot of fouls.
He's getting the ball, and he's working. Here is Shelton with the ball for Olympic at the top of the key. Over it goes to Eck. Gets a screen from Bell. Finds Weaver, back to Eck. Over to Weaver. Weaver weaves his way in. A little fade away. Doesn't fall. Parsons with a rebound for Shelton. And here's Myers. 45 seconds to go here in the half. Myers at the far side, changes directions to the foul line. Runner, short. Mason Guard with the rebound. He'll dribble around and reset. He'll bounce it down to Henry. Bennett Henry squeezes the ball, puts it on the floor, working against Bell. Puts it up, missed the shot, and rebound goes to Bell. Up to Eck. Eck finds Weaver in the far corner for three. That's off. Rebound goes to Bell. Kick it out to Shelton. Shelton for three. Off the glass and in. Wow. Cooper Shelton with his first points. And the Highclimbers go the other way. And Bennett Henry took a shot in the eye. Took a finger in the eye. And he is...
I've been impressed with Cooper Shelton up for Olympic. He's a freshman. Handles the ball really well out there.
11 seconds remain in the half. And... Coach Krieger wanted some sort of foul on that. He's not going to get it, but they're making sure that Bennett Henry can still see after that collision. It'll be baseline inbounds. 11 seconds. Gott will trigger the play. Halfway left of the backboard. Going to lob it into Bennett Henry. Took a,
push from the behind?
It was push from behind. No call. The ball deflected and went into Gott's hands, and unfortunately his foot was out of bounds.
Oh.
And so that will be a Trojan ball, yeah. Here's Shelton rolling it up the court and picks it up near midcourt. He's going to turn on the Jets, kick it over the corner. That's Needham. Needham on the drive. They'll kick it up to the top, and there's Weaver. Steps inside the arc, puts it up at the buzzer. Missed the shot, but we head to halftime. Shelton 20. Olympic 19. Wow, what a fun first half. Jerry, we have a 1-point ball game. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks. This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, it's halftime here in the Mini Dome. Shelton 20, Olympic 19. Let's tell you how the Highclimbers did it scoring-wise, as Jerry will have some more statistics in a moment. Jeremy Myers leads the way with 4 points. Trevor Gahn also has 4 points. Mason Guard, 4 points. 3 for Bennett Henry, 3 for Braden Phipps, and a basket for Sam Parsons. For the Trojans, leading the way for the Olympic Trojans, Zach Eck, he has 11. 4 for Donovan Weaver. A 3 for Cooper Shelton, and a free throw for Zephyr Brennan. So that's the scoring breakdown here. Jerry's working on some other statistics with the help of Darryl White, and we'll get to those in a moment. Halftime score, Shelton 20, Olympic 19. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington State and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome. 20-19 is our halftime score. Shelton Highclimbers on top by that 1 point. Jerry, more statistics from the first half.
Thank you, Diedrich. Let's start with Olympic. Olympic had 8 turnovers. They were 6 for 26 from the field for 23%. They made 3 of 10 from three-point land. 2 of those were by Zach Eck. He made 2 in a row, three-pointers. All right.
Okay.
Now, rebound-wise, Lippick had 16 rebounds. Eck, Weaver, and Bell each had 4 rebounds. And the leading assist man was Shelton, and he also had 3 steals. Shelton had 21 rebounds, by the way, compared to the 16 for Olympic. Shelton had 8 turnovers also, according to my statistics. They were 7 for 26 from the field for 27%. They were 0 for 5 from three-point land. Those statistics are going to improve. Now, from the foul line, Shelton was 6 for 15, 40%. Got to improve on that. It's always nice to be able to at least hit 60, maybe 70% of your foul shots. And Olympic was close with 66%. So 8 turnovers each. Shelton out-rebounded them 21-16. And the foul shots is basically what hurt Shelton. They'd have maybe a little bigger lead, maybe 6-7 points or whatever going into the halftime, but they didn't make very many of their foul shots.
Okay.
Thank you, Daryl.
Thank you, Daryl. We'll get more to that, and I have something to talk to Jerry about off air. We'll be back with third quarter in just a moment. 20-19 is our score at the half. Third quarter coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're waiting for the start of the third quarter. Shelton coming out with a 1-point lead. And it looks like the Trojans will start the half or the third quarter with the ball. The Highclimbers lineup is Fletcher Henry, Mason Guard, Sam Parsons, Jeremy Myers, and Braden Phipps. Waiting for the Trojans to take the court here in a moment. And it will be the starters there is Brennan, Weaver, Bell, Shelton, and we are pretty sure it's Shelton, as Jerry talked with the young man before the game to get the pronunciation. So,
you know, the Highclimbers had an 18-10 lead and let that disappear, and are still ahead by 1 though.
So did I get the full lineup here, Bell? Let's see. Brennan, Weaver, and Eck. Where's Eck? There he is over on the far side. Here's Shelton with the ball, stepping across midcourt. Going to speed to the 3-point line, kick it in the corner for 3, and X starts out with a 3. Wow, that's his third 3 in the ball game. Here's Jeremy Myers, 2-point lead for Olympic. Shelton with the first touch here, and Fletcher Henry wide open here, doesn't take the free, dribbles up top. And we have a turnover on the Climbers. I believe that's 3 seconds in the key. Not sure. It'll be Olympic ball with a 2-point lead. Here's Shelton on the far side, dribbles to the 3-point arc, kick it to the corner to Eck. Eck looking over the court, throw it up top. Back over to Eck, fakes the 3, dribbles by the defense, pull-up jumper at the top. He'll hit a long 2, and he has 16 points. 24-20 is the score. Jeremy Myers brings the ball across midcourt. Doesn't take the screen, goes to the right, down to the baseline, and Parsons bumped. It's going to be a foul on the floor on the Trojans. This is going to go on Bell. Yes, it is. That'll be DeAndre first. Baseline inbounds, left of the backboard for the Highclimbers. Myers triggers the play, gets it into the corner, and actually Parsons popped out to the wing, and out of bounds goes. Another turnover on the Highclimbers. Oh, they're going to say it was deflected? They're going to say it was deflected. Okay, so it's Highclimber ball, not a turnover. It'll go in the far corner right beside Sam Krieger, actually in front of him. It's going to say it was deflected by the Trojans, so Myers will inbounds it to Phipps. Phipps down to guard. Guard puts up a hook, comes up short. Rebound poked to the baseline, and Weaver comes up with it. Here come the Trojans leading by 4, 24-20. Weaver gets a screen, and it's going to be a foul on Brennan, his third for Olympic, their second team in the third quarter. Parsons will inbounds it in backcourt.
Yeah, they have 3 players with 3 fouls. We have 1 player with 3 fouls.
We didn't discuss it in halftime. That was our bad. Here is Myers going to try and dribble drive to the baseline on the near side. Kick it in the far corner, 3 for Parsons. Splash. Sam Parsons with 5 points in his first 3 of the night. That's a 1-point lead for Olympic, 24-23. 7:25 to go, third quarter. Here's Weaver, back to Shelton. Shelton over goes to Eck, way outside. Back to Shelton, over to Weaver, near side. Up top it goes to Shelton. Shelton draws a double team, throws it over to Eck. Eck gets a guy off his feet, dribbled to the far side. Gets it down, and it's going to be Brennan. Brennan tripped up and out of bounds. It stays with the Trojans. Interesting call. No foul called, I don't believe.
No foul.
Well, they're discussing whether there was a foul. They're going to say it's Olympic ball. 5 on the shot clock, by the way. Baseline inbounds right of the backboard. Eck will trigger the play. Looking in the middle. Throws it up top to Weaver. Weaver to the foul line. Pull-up jumper there off the glass and in. Wow. 6 points for Donovan Weaver. And it's a 3-point lead for Olympic. Shelton with the ball. Here's Jeremy Myers. Gets a screen, goes around the far side. Kick it to Phipps. Phipps drives baseline. Gets it down to Fletcher. Henry had it blocked by Brennan and recovered by Bell. And here comes Shelton. Shelton over to the near side. 3 on the way by Eck. It's short. Rebound. Bell up there high. Puts it back. No. Put back again by Brennan. It goes out of bounds off of the Trojans. And Mason Guard's having trouble with his glasses, Jerry. Bennett Henry will check in for Fletcher Henry for the Highclimbers. And here comes Jeremy Myers. Calling out the play, crossing midcourt, working to the right. Hands it off to Parsons. To Phipps. Phipps drives side of the paint. Turnaround jumper. Put it up short. Rebound goes to Brennan. And Brennan will get it out to Shelton. And here come the Trojans. Shelton to the three-point arc, to the foul line. Down the middle he goes. Little runner off the mark. Rebound Mason Guard. Outlet comes to Myers. Myers the other way. Swing it over. Wide open is Phipps. He'll take a big sigh and put it up short. Rebound goes to Weaver. Speeding out of the pack up the far sideline. Donovan on the dribble. Going to change direction to the foul line. Kick it over near corner 3 for Eck. Yes! That's his 4th 3 in the ball game. And it's a 6-point Trojan lead in a 30-second timeout called by Coach Krieger. 4:41 to go, third quarter. 29-23, Olympic on top.
Yeah, Eck has got 19 points.
Yeah, he's lighting them up. He has hit, he's got 8 of those points in the third quarter alone.
Yeah.
And he's hit 4 3-pointers.
Yep.
Wow. We'll keep it right here. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. You can find us on X, but for some reason that account is still suspended. I don't know why. So the Highclimbers will have the ball coming out of the timeout.
Neither team has put on a press yet, which is interesting.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a bother press here and there. Nothing too severe here. Here's Myers stepping across midcourt with the ball. High post feed goes to Parsons. He'll hook it down in the middle of the paint, to Mason Guard. He backs down the guy and ends up traveling.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not happy with that call.
Yeah, he took a couple steps there.
He did, but he was thinking he got bumped and should have got the foul on that, but no call that way. At least here is Shelton crossing midcourt. To the three-point arc, fakes the pass in the corner. Now he'll get it to the corner to Weaver. Weaver going to take a three. Missed it. Rebound goes to Bell. Bell skies out there, finds Eck. Eck drives to the elbow, takes a jumper that's short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Bell. It'll be Climber ball. Phipps will get it into Myers. Jeremy will bring the ball up the court. 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. 29-23. Olympic with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Here's Phipps. No looks to Guard. Guard will hand it back to Phipps. Phipps puts it on the floor. Hook the pass and overthrew Guard. And here comes Eck the other way. Gonna double pump, miss it. Rebound to Parsons, tapped it to himself. Gets it up to Phipps. Phipps stolen away there by Weaver. Weaver into the corner to Eck. Eck for three, far corner. Nope. Rebound tapped and tapped again. Parsons comes up with it for the Highclimbers. Sam will turn around and cross midcourt and then get it to Jeremy Myers. Jeremy down the lane, 2 steps in the middle, and a charge called on Jeremy Myers.
And that's his first foul.
Yeah, first on the team for the Highclimbers. I don't know, that was, we talked about that before the game. It's one of the hardest calls to make, that charge block. Johnson returns for Olympic, and Needham will step on for the Trojans as well. Let's see here. I don't see any change for the Highclimbers. Gott is in there. Guard, Parsons, Myers, and Bennett Henry. Here's Johnson with the ball for the Trojans. They're up 6. Almost stolen away there by Myers. One hands it over. And now here is Weaver. Weaver kicks the ball to the baseline after pass to Eck up top to Johnson. 9 on the shot clock. Johnson over to Eck. Eck will back out. 4 on the shot clock now. Eck goes to work, steps inside the arc and launches one, misses it, and that'll be a shot clock violation as Johnson came up with a rebound, but the shot clock went off. Good defensive stand there by the Climbers. 2:42 to go, third quarter. 29-23 is the score. Olympic with the lead, Shelton with the ball. Checking into the ball game is Connor Murphy.
Yeah, the Highclimbers have 14 turnovers, and Olympic has 11.
Here comes Jeremy Myers for the Highclimbers. Guarded by Johnson, trying to get some space. Gonna get a couple of screens, kick it over to Parsons. Parsons jab steps, looking for Guard, finds Guard. Mason backs down the defender off the glass, in and around and in. Mason Guard with 6 points.
Nice assist from Parsons.
25-29 now. 2:18 to go. Here is Weaver. Fades away after contact with the Guard. Guard with the rebound. And Myers comes up with the ball. Trying to get by Johnson, and a blocking foul on Johnson. That'll be Terrence's first personal, third team foul on Olympic. Sharky French will step onto the court for the Highclimbers. And let's see here, who else changed? No, nothing else, just Sharky came on. Working with Gott, Guard, Bennett Henry, and Sam Parsons. Sideline inbounds into the scorer's table, and Gott will get it into the backcourt to Sharky French. Sharky with his speed, draws a double team, knocked out of bounds by Weaver. It'll be high climber ball. Sideline inbounds below the student body there, standing on the seats. Jerry can't see anything. I believe it's God will trigger the play. Gets it into Bennett Henry. Hand it off to Sharky French. Lob it down to guard. Guard backs down. Weaver draws a double team, triple team, kick it out. And here's a pass up top to Sharky. Over goes to Parsons. 9 on the shot clock. Back to Sharky. 7 now. 5. And here's Sharky. Got to go to work one-on-one. Going to leave it for guard to the foul line. Jumper. No. Rebound goes to Eck. And here come the Trojans. And the pass up court off the fingertips of Donovan Weaver. High Climbers get the ball back. Trailing 29-25, 1:29 to go here, third quarter. Here comes Sharky French. Throws the ball across midcourt to Mason Guard, tapped into the back court. Guard will come get it. 15 on the shot clock. Mason Guard with the dribbles working on Weaver. Poked away, goes over to Parsons. Actually, Guard came up with it. Down it goes to Henry. Bennett with a jumper on the baseline, missed it. Rebound goes to Guard. Up fakes once, puts it up short. Rebound got out at top. Parsons 2-3, top, yes. Second 3 in the quarter, and it's a 1-point Olympic lead, 29-28. Here's Johnson with the ball on the dribbles. Working the far side, finds Eck. Eck up top, swing it over to Weaver. Weaver takes a 3. Off the glass and in. Bank is open late for Donovan Weaver, and it's 32-28. Here's French swinging it over. Got for 3, far side, no. Rebound goes to Weaver. Weaver out of the pack on the run for the Trojans. Throws a high post feed. Out it goes to Eck for another 3. In and out. Rebound goes to Parsons. He'll find Sharky French. Up the court it goes to Bennett Henry. Turn around. Puts it up and in. 5 points for Bennett. Steal by Sharky. And he tried to put it up. Draws a foul. That'll go on Gabe Needham. That's his third. 4th team foul, and Sharky French at the free throw line.
Great hustle by French.
I was looking at my score sheet, looked up, and there's Sharky with the ball.
Well, he's definitely quick.
Yeah, we've talked about his speed. Let's get the camera over there so you can see the basket. Here's French with 2 free throws with 3.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 2-point lead. Just short on the first one. 32-30 is the score. Shelton will come back in, replace Johnson. So it's Needham, Murphy, Weaver, Shelton, and Eck. And the second free throw by Sharky is off. Shelton with a rebound. Up he goes, 3/4 of the court. Shot off the rim. And we're through 3 quarters. Olympic 32. Shelton 30. We'll be back with the last 8 minutes of this ball game on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. 32-30 is our score here, with the Olympic Trojans on top by 2. Go ahead, Jerry.
Well, what's kept Shelton into the ball game is Parsons has had those 2 threes in a row. That helped a lot.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Parsons with, where is he? There is 8 points. And the High Climbers had the ball to start the fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go in the opening game of the this 2025-2026 basketball season here on Mesa Web TV.
And we've been impressed with Zach X shooting too. for Olympic.
Yeah, 19 points for Eck. Sharky French starts the fourth quarter with the ball, working with both Henrys on the court. Bennett with it now over Parsons and Gott. Parsons takes a three, is short, rebound Eck. Eck up the far sideline on the run for the Trojans. Weaves his way, top of the key, swing it over, and there is Shelton. Shelton kick it out. Weaver for three, that's off the back of the iron. Rebound, and it goes to Parsons. Parsons took a shot on the top of the head. Here's Sharky French. Near side goes to Parsons. Parsons drives baseline. And a foul on the Trojans. That one went on Weaver. That's his first team foul on the Trojans. Baseline inbounds. Gott gets it into Parsons in the near corner up to Bennett Henry. Looking for Fletcher, gets it down to Fletcher. Fletcher kicked the ball out of his foot. Got the ball back, finds Gott. Over goes French. Sharky three, in and out. Rebound tapped out, and Gott comes away with it. Up top to Bennett Henry. Tripped up and a whistle. And that will go on Brennan. That'll be 4 on him. Second team foul on Olympic. Baseline inbounds for Shelton. Left of the backboard, Gott will trigger the play. Bounce it into Bennett Henry, puts one up, missed the shot, no whistle. Rebound goes to Weaver. Weaver on the run. It's gonna go alone to the hoop, off the glass and in. Donovan with 11 points now. And here's Trevor Gott with it in backcourt. Here is Gott spinning away from double team, finds Henry. Fletcher kicks it out to Parsons. Parsons up top to Gott, over to Bennett Henry. Hand it off to Sharky French. 10 on the shot clock. Sharky going to work here, trying to find a hole. Gets it up to Fletcher Henry. Hand it off to Parsons. Parsons inside the three-point arc. Long two. It's in and out. Rebound goes to Eck. Eck will hand it off to Shelton. And here come the Trojans, leading by 4, 34-30. 6:15 to go in the ball game. And counting. Here is Brennan down the side of the paint, off the glass, missed it. Rebound, Fletcher. Henry with a fight for that ball and came away with it. Here's Sharky French, approaching 6 minutes remaining. Sharky with the ball. Gets a screen from Bennett Henry, and it's going to be a foul on Fletcher Henry. Wow. It's 3 on Fletcher. First team foul on the Highclimbers. Braden Phipps returns, as does Mason Guard. It'll be Trojan ball in the backcourt. Here is Shelton. Cooper with it over to Eck. Zach Eck bounces across the backcourt there, beyond the three-point arc. Goes to Weaver. Now it goes to Murphy and back to Shelton. 13 on the shot clock for Shelton. Over to Weaver, far sideline. 7, and he'll take a 3. Short, rebound Guard. Mason will get it to Sharky French, and here come the Highclimbers. Trailing by 4, slowing the pace down in Sharky. Leaves it there for Gott, now to Bennett Henry. One dribble, hands it off to Gott. Trevor with the ball between the circles. Down it goes to Bennett Henry, gets a guy off his feet, takes a shot, puts it up and in. That'll go on Bell, his second. That'll be the third team foul. And Bennett Henry with a possibility of a three-point play. Cut the lead, which is now 2, if he can hit this free throw. Fortunately, he's 1 for 2.
Yes.
Make it 2 for 3. And gives him 8 points. And it's a 1-point Olympic lead. 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the ball game. And Olympic Trojans are going to call a timeout.
Full timeout.
Is it a full timeout? I'm waiting for the official call, Jerry. I never trust anything on these cares. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. You were wrong, Jerry.
Well, I was going by what the coach.
No, well, he said 30. He just said call for a timeout, Jerry. Every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with The Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, a communications lead for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission and a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby for driving. The column is driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. The Wise Drive appears in numerous newspapers in Washington State and is posted at MasonWebTV.com every Friday.
Yeah.
Interesting column last week.
It was a very good column.
And if I remember right, it was about speeding, right?
Yeah, it was about speeding.
Yeah.
And do you save time speeding, or is it too much, or do you cause too much of a risk?
The answer to that question is, does not save you time. You're talking minutes, and we're talking minutes, not like multiple minutes. We're talking like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And you're taking a bigger risk, and you're endangering more people. That's the point of the
And how about if you get pulled over? Or
well,
you get into a wreck?
that's the whole other part of the.
Yeah.
We all like to go fast, but.
The thing is, Shelton is in this game. But the thing is, they've shot 18 free throws and only made 7. The key to the next 5 minutes, how well will Shelton shoot their foul shots?
Well, it's a 1-point ball game right now. Olympic has the ball. Inbounds goes into back court, and Shelton crosses midcourt. Top of the key to the foul line, finds Bell. Bell's going to try and split the defense, knocked away. Guard had it for a moment. Ball's still free, and we're going to have
jump ball.
Jump ball, it looks like, but Trevor Gott comes up with it. Now we have no indication about what the call is. Could be a foul, too, because Gott had it, and Bell was right on top of him. I'm saying jump ball. This is not.
Okay.
And that stays with the Trojans, however. Oh, they're going to get Bell with a personal foul. It's his 3rd and the 4th team foul on Olympic. Wow. Well, if I have 3 on Bell, I have 4 on. 4 on. Yeah, 3 on him. Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I'm just looking there, posting it. Paul's a little slow. His first time running the clock tonight in like a year for basketball. Here is Jeremy Myers back in the ball game for the Highclimbers, trying to get by a pick and roll to a wide open guard. Takes a couple steps along the side of the paint, puts it up, missed the shot, and rebound goes to what was that, Needham? And a steal by Gott. Gott trapped in back court, got away with a double dribble, and here is Myers in a quick timeout call by Sam Krieger, coach of the Highclimbers. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's full timeout. We'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
And we're back here. The mini dome, 34-33. Olympic on top by 1 point. The Highclimbers have the ball coming out of the timeout. Sideline inbounds. Gott will trigger the play right between right at the end of the Highclimber bench. You've got guard, Phipps, Myers, Bennett Henry on the court for the guys in white. It's Shelton, Bell, Weaver, Brennan, and I'm missing a guy. Oh, that's what I said. There's Mason guard backing down the defender up and in on the play. 8 points for Mason. And it's a 1 point Highclimber lead, 35-34. Shelton with the ball, over it goes to Weaver, guarded by Myers, now up top. Quick pass back to Weaver, open 3 with Bennett Henry running at him, missed it off the back of the iron. Rebound taken out of the air by Brennan. No look pass down to Bell, wasn't expecting it. He's one-on-one. Now kick it out top to Shelton. Shelton back and forth on the dribble. Hand it off. And here is Weaver for 3. In and out and back in. Wow. I thought that was on the way out, Jerry. And it's a 37-35 ball game. The Olympic leads by 2. 3:40 to go here in the ball game. Mason guard with the ball with the back to the basket on the dribble. He's going to spin around the defense. Double pumps off the glass and in. Mason guard with 10 points. And it's knotted up at 37. Here's Shelton over to Weaver. And we have two whistles, but timeout called by the Trojans here. And then we're going to get a cheapy foul on Jeremy Myers there. But it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Jerry, anything to add?
No, but I tell you what, Eck and Weaver are certainly the two that got most of that total of 37 for Olympic.
Yeah, Weaver has, let's see here, I have him at 9 points in the third race. He's got 14 for the game.
How many?
14 for the game does Weaver.
So 33 of the 37 points between those two
guys, yeah. Yeah, Shelton and Brennan are the only other two to score. Brennan has a free throw, and Cooper Shelton has a three-pointer.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah. So it'll be Olympic ball coming out of the timeout. 3:23 to go in the ball game. 37 all. That's our score. Inbounds will be by Weaver. He'll get it into Shelton. Shelton dribbles around, trying to work some clock down there, and there is Weaver. Weaver draws a defender out to Bell. Bell had it off his hands. They'll stop at the top, throw it over to Eck. Eck fakes the three way outside, drives inside the arc, throws it down to Bell, wide open on the glass, up and in. Diarre's first basket. It's a 2-point lead for Olympic, 39-37. Here is Jeremy Myers. Dribbling, hands it off to Phipps, up top to Gott. Gott gets a screen, and Gott's going to go right down the side, put it up a little too hard. Rebound tapped out. Bell tracks it down for Olympic. Get it to Shelton in the backcourt. 2:40 to go in the ball game in county. Cooper bounces it over to Eck. Eck up top to Bell. Bell trying to go one-on-one. Throw it in the corner to Shelton. 13 on the shot clock. Here is Weaver. Weaver trying to find some space. Back over to Shelton. Takes a three far way outside. It's off. Rebound. Phipps taps it away from Bell and controls it. And here come the Highclimbers trailing by 2. 2:10 to go in the ball game and counting. Here's Jeremy Myers on the dribble. Throws it over to the corner near side to Phipps, down to Guard. Mason Guard drives a double team. Spins around it, puts it up. And a foul called. Mason Guard to the free throw line where he's only, let's see here, he hasn't made a free throw tonight.
Yeah, he's 0 for 6.
And the foul went on Zephyr Brennan. That's 5 on him. So 1:57 to go in the ball game, and Brennan is fouled out with 1 point. Unfortunate for him. And who stepped onto the court? Oh, Needham came onto the court for Brennan. Mason Guard at the free throw line. First free throw. Missed that one. He knows it. Get some encouragement from Bennett Henry. Phipps, Bennett Henry, Mason Guard, Jeremy Myers, and Sam Parsons on the court for the guys in white. Here's the second free throw for Henry. Off the glass and in. Give him 11 points. And here comes Shelton. His team leading by 1, 39-38. Shelton to the foul line, spinning, quick move out. It goes to Eck. Eck down to the baseline. Here's Needham. Needham tied up by Guard, and that'll stay with the Trojans. 16 on the shot clock, 1:43 to go in the game. Good heads-up move by Mason Guard to grab that ball.
Yes.
The baseline inbounds, right of the backboard for Eck. Looks in the middle, throws in the corner. Needham fakes the three, dribbles to the side of the paint, goes right in and double pumps it, misses it up short. Rebound goes to Bennett Henry off of a couple of Highclimbers. Here's Jeremy Myers. Speeds up the far side, finds Parsons. Sam fakes the three, drives baseline, bounces it across the key, and it did hit the baseline, but it was touched by the Trojans.
Yeah.
It'll be Highclimber ball. Baseline inbounds right of the backboard for Shelton. 39-38, 1:28 to go in the ball game. Olympic with the lead, Shelton with the ball. Quickly it goes into Bennett Henry. Turns around, fades away with a hook, missed the shot. Weaver with the rebound. Finds Shelton. His team up 1, and 1:15 to go. Over goes to Eck. No look pass to Needham at the side of the paint. Draws a double team back out to Eck. Eck takes a three. That's an air ball right to Bell. Up fakes once, puts it up and in. Bell looking for a foul, won't get it. He's got 4 points tonight, and he puts his team up 41-38. 57 seconds and counting quickly on that game clock. Here's Myers. 3-point lead for Olympic. Shelton with the ball. Here's Myers working one-on-one with Shelton. To Phipps at the top for a three that's short. Rebound goes to Weaver. They'll hand it off to Shelton, met by Myers in backcourt. And here is Eck crossing midcourt. Skips around, draws out Phipps. Now Weaver with it. And a foul on Myers. That'll be 2 on Jeremy. Second team foul on the Highclimbers. Just under 30 seconds remaining in the ball game. Highclimbers are going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout with 29.9 seconds remaining in the ball game. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And we're back here in the mini dome. 29.9 seconds remain in the ball game. Olympic 41, Shelton 38. The Trojans will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Eck will trigger the play right below us. He's working with Bell, Needham, Weaver, and Shelton. Highclimbers have Parsons, Bennett Henry, Mason Guard, Braden Phipps, and Jeremy Myers on the court. It'll be Trojan sideline inbounds. Eck looking for somebody to throw it to. And it's going to be a foul on Bennett Henry over the back. That'll be Bennett's first, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. You're correct.
And there comes Trevor Gott off the bench. Sam Parsons is going to sit down. Probably offense for defense right there. So same spot. Third team foul. Inbounds goes to Needham. Back to Eck. And a foul quickly.
On guard?
Yes. Mason Guard picked up his first, and that's the fourth team foul on Shelton. 27.8 seconds remain now. 3-point ball game. This time Weaver's going to inbounds it from the sidelines below us. And a whistle away from the ball as Bell was trying to get off the screen there, and they're going to get to Guard for his second personal. And that will be the fifth team foul on the Highclimbers, which means Bell will be shooting free throws. And Diari has been, well, he's only got 4 points tonight.
Yeah, and this is the first time for him to the line.
Yeah. Try to extend to this 3-point Olympic lead. Misses the first one, he'll get another one. Here comes Sam Parsons back into the ball game, and Trevor Gott will sit down. So that was definitely an offense for defense and a defense for offense. Yeah, it was. So it's Guard, Bennett Henry, Phipps, Parsons, and Jeremy Myers on the court for the Highclimbers. Second free throw by Bell was short, didn't hit the rim, and the Highclimbers have a shot to tie with 28.8 seconds remaining. A little bit, there's your full court press. You gotta expect the full court press here. At this point in the ball game, Parsons will get it into Phipps on the far side in the back court, and he'll hand it back to Myers, and here come the Highclimbers. 20 seconds to go now. Myers hands it off to Parsons and tried to throw it up top to Phipps, deflected by Weaver into back court, and unfortunately Phipps grabbed it in back court, and they're saying it's over and back. Yikes. It was deflected, but I'm not going to talk about that over and back. We've seen it called wrong a couple of times in our broadcast time here as Gott comes back in.
Those two turnovers kind of hurt right there.
And Johnson will step onto the court for Olympic. It'll be inbounds to Johnson, and he'll be fouled immediately by Bennett Henry. And it'll be the second personal foul, and that'll send Terrence Johnson to the free throw line. He has yet to score tonight. I'm assuming that he was brought in for the free throws at this point. Don't have individual statistics for free throw shooting. But we'll see if Johnson can ice this game. There's 14.1 seconds remaining. Ooh, he missed it. They'll get another one. Parsons comes back in. Gott will sit down for the Highclimbers. Still a three-point game here. Terrence Johnson with his second free throw. In and out, rebound goes to guard. He'll get it to Myers in backcourt, and a timeout by the Highclimbers. 11.7 seconds remain. We'll be right back. It's a three-point lead for Olympic. Shelton will have the ball. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
It's been a fun ball game. It's a three-point lead for Olympic, 41-38. We're in the final seconds of this ball game. Shelton has the ball. They'll have to go the length of the court. And they trail by 3, 41-38. You know the Climbers are going to have their shooters out there. That's Phipps, Parsons. Guard and Bennett Henry, along with the point guard of Jeremy Myers. They'll have to go the length of the court. 11.7 seconds remain. And here is the full court press that we haven't seen much of tonight, but will be critical here. As the inbounds will go to Myers in backcourt. 7 seconds now. High post feed way outside to Bennett Henry. They'll find Phipps. Phipps for three in the tie. In and out. Oh my goodness. And that's the ball game. Olympic Trojans come in and hold off the Shelton Highclimbers 41-38. Nice, fantastic finish there. Highclimbers had a shot, and they couldn't get a better shot. That comes in and out, just doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Final score, Olympic 41, Shelton 38. We'll be right back. We'll wrap this thing up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
Well, it's a final here in the Mini Dome. The Olympic Trojans come in and come from behind, actually, and hold off the Shelton Highclimbers 41-38, the final score. The Trojans did it behind the 19 points from Zach Eck and 14 points from Donovan Weaver. 4 for Diare Bell, 3 for Cooper Shelton, and a free throw for Zephyr Brennan. That's the scoring for the Trojans. For the Highclimbers, they were led in scoring by Mason Guards, 11 points, 8 from Bennett Henry, 8 from Sam Parsons. Oh, Trevor Gott has 4. I don't know why that looks like 11, but that's a 4. Let's see here. 4 for Jeremy Myers, 3 points for Braden Phipps. Well, that's it. And what do you got, Jerry?
Well, one of the things Bennett Henry did help guard tonight inside, giving them a little bit more strength on the boards. Okay. I do want to add that.
All
okay,
right.
Now let's start with the Olympic Trojans. They had 15 turnovers. They were 4 for 10 from the foul line for 40%. They were 16 for 53 from the field for 30%. The Highclimbers had 16 turnovers. What hurt them, they had 2 turnovers there basically in a row. And the other thing is they were 8 for 20 from the foul line. They also shot 40% from the foul line. They were 14 for 46 from the field for 30%. The turnovers were very close. 16 for one, 15 for the other. Both teams shot 30%. And like I said, they're both probably going to be shooting a lot of foul shots tomorrow in practice, especially after their legs get tired running.
Right.
I would think. I'm going to see now if the statistics are coming in.
Yeah, I'm going to throw out here is that Zach Eck he hit 4 3-pointers.
He did.
Donovan Weaver hit 1, so that's so I'm just making a note for our donations here. So that's 5 3-pointers and 4. So that's 15 and 4. And for the Highclimbers, Sam Parsons had 2 threes. That's it. Yeah, okay. So 2 3-pointers and 8 free throws. That's 10. I'm sorry, that's 16 or 14 and 19. So for our donation for this game for the Saints Pantry will be $34.
Okay.
That's not too bad. And we got a long season. So $34 to Saints Pantry from this game. Okay, go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Shelton had 35 rebounds. Guard had 12 of those. The Highclimbers had 5 assists. Myers and Parsons and Gott, I believe, had 2 each. They had 5 steals. Gott had 3 of those. Olympic had 36 rebounds. Wow. So they out-rebounded the Highclimbers, especially in the second half. So they had 36 rebounds compared to the Highclimbers' 35. Bell had 10 rebounds. Eck, there was only 2 steals by the Olympic, and they had 10 assists. And Eck was the leading person on that situation.
Okay.
So statistics were very, very close.
Yeah, you got a 3-point game. That's, yeah.
And if you look at the three-pointers, Olympic shot 1 for 7 in the second half and 3 for 10 in the first half. So basically 4 for 17. That's going to improve as the season goes along. And for the Highclimbers, unfortunately, they didn't get much help from the three-point land. They were 2 for 7 in the second half, and in the first half they were 0 for 5. So they were 2 for 12. So those things are going to improve.
Yeah, well, it's the first game. What do you
expect?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expect, but that was a fun game to call, actually.
It was.
A lot of fun. Nobody really ran away. I think their biggest lead was 8 by the Highclimbers and 6 by the Trojans.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's, you know.
Yeah, the Shelton Highclimbers had that 8-point lead going in the second half. And, of course, Olympic came back and cut it down to 1 at half. Right. And it was close all the way through.
Close all the way through, as Jerry says. Next up for the Highclimbers, they host Rochester Friday, and right here in this building, and we'll be on hand for that game. Tip-off here in Terry Gregg Court is scheduled for 7 p.m. We were a little late getting on because the JV game before went long. Olympic Trojans, well, they jump right into Olympic League play on Friday at Bainbridge.
Wow, that's unusual.
Well, that's the way they do it in Olympic League. It's like one practice game, a non-league game, and bam, right into your.
That is unusual.
You put a bunch of non-league stuff after that.
Probably during Christmas time.
Yeah, as
Christmas
you can.
tournament maybe.
They do. I haven't looked at their full schedule. I'm just going with what they have coming up next. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night when the girls from these two teams, from Shelton and Olympic, take to Terry Gregg Court. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll be on about 15 minutes before the scheduled tip-off based on the JV. You know how it works. Scheduled for 6:45 will be our schedule. We'll adjust that as the game flows, but it's usually right around 7 o'clock.
Okay.
You have anything to ask?
I just want to thank the listening audience or the people watching the game tonight. Thank you for being on. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate the sponsors.
Absolutely. We also want to thank Daryl White for his help.
Yes.
I'm not going to say the thing I've said all last season.
Yeah.
We know where you are. We know where you are, Daryl. We're coming to get you. No, we're kidding. I also want to thank Jerry for his help, as always, with these broadcasts. If it wasn't for Jerry, I don't know what I would do.
Oh, you would do great.
All right.
I just appreciate the chance to come along and help you a little bit. And I got a friend tomorrow night coming with me.
We'll see how he helps. Will he help? Okay. All right, that'll do it for us here in the Mini Dome tonight. My thanks again to Jerry Apple and Daryl White for their help with this broadcast. Final score again, Olympic 41, Shelton 38. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You have been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. And I have to do some things and get. I got to get in basketball mode. Here we go. Thanks, everyone.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.